Welcome back to Cloud Concepts on the Run. I'm Tim.
And I'm Andy. We are so glad you're joining us again for episode 5. Today, we're diving into a topic that can seem, a little intimidating, but is absolutely essential. Databases in the cloud.
And before you start thinking you need to be a database administrator, let's just set the scope. For the AWS Cloud Practitioner exam, you really don't need expert-level knowledge.
Right.
It's all about knowing what services are out there, and maybe more importantly, which technology is the best fit for different scenarios.
And you've hit on the perfect word, fit.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about matchmaking.
Yeah.
And the first choice you have to make is at this big fork in the road, SQL versus NoSQL.
Think of a SQL database like a library's card catalog.
Okay.
Every single card is identical in its structure. It has a field for the title, the author, the Dewey Decimal System number.
Right.
It's highly organized, rigid, and predictable.
So it's perfect for data that always looks the same, like, say, customer profiles or financial transactions.
Exactly. Every customer has a name, an address, a customer ID, but what happens when the data is, well, messy? What if you're building a product catalog? A t-shirt has a size and color. A television has screen resolution and refresh rate.
Right.
They just don't fit the same structure. That's where NoSQL comes in.
Ooh, let me try an analogy for that one. A NoSQL database is like a big modern filing cabinet.
Okay.
Each folder is a self-contained document. So one folder can hold a user profile with a picture. Another can hold a blog post with comments. They can be completely different, but they live happily in the same cabinet. It's all about flexibility.
That is a perfect way to put it. So SQL for predictable structure, NoSQL for flexible variety. Now, let's see how this plays out in AWS.
Okay.
When you're just starting, you could put your database on the same EC2 instance as your website. A single EC2 instance doing both just can't scale.
So you have to decouple them. This is that 3-tier architecture we hear about.
Yes.
You have one tier of multiple web servers that can all talk to a separate dedicated database tier.
That's the standard for building scalable applications. And for that dedicated SQL database tier, AWS gives you the easy button. Amazon RDS, the relational database service.
Okay, so instead of managing our own database server, we use RDS. Let me try to translate what that really means.
Go for it.
It means AWS handles the backups, the software patching, failure detection, all that tedious work that doesn't add direct value to our application.
You got it. You just focus on your data. Now, RDS is the go-to for those structured card catalog style SQL databases.
Right.
So Andy, what if we need that flexible, filing cabinet style NoSQL database?
Then we'd turn to Amazon DynamoDB. I think of DynamoDB as pure magic.
It is.
It's a fully managed serverless NoSQL database that gives you incredibly fast, single-digit millisecond performance, no matter how massive it gets. I mean, it's the engine behind huge applications, from gaming leaderboards to e-commerce shopping carts.
It's an absolute beast. Okay, last scenario. Let's say our blog is on AWS, and then suddenly it goes viral globally. Millions of people are reading our articles. What happens?
Our database is going to get completely overwhelmed with all those read requests.
Yeah.
Even if only a few editors are actually writing new articles, the bottleneck is all the reading.
Precisely. So how do we solve this without just buying a monstrously expensive database?
How?
By using read replicas. Think of it like making photocopies of a master document.
So we keep the main database for all the writing and updates. That's our master document.
Exactly.
And then we create several read-only copies, our photocopies, and spread the reading workload across them.
You nailed it. And the best part? You can place those read replicas in different AWS regions all around the world.
Wow.
So your readers in Tokyo get lightning-fast load times from a replica in Tokyo, while your readers in London get the same experience from a replica right there in London.
That's incredible. So let's bring it all home for the Cloud Practitioner exam.
Let's do it.
You need to know that RDS is your managed service for relational SQL databases,
Yep.
and DynamoDB is your managed service for non-relational NoSQL databases.
Yep.
And you use read replicas to scale for high read traffic and global audiences.
That is the heart of it. Master that matchmaking and you're well on your way.
Now, here's a question we'd like you to think about.
So, after hearing about the flexibility of NoSQL with DynamoDB and the global reach of RDS with read replicas, think about an app you use every day. Is its data more like a structured card catalog or a flexible filing cabinet? And why? In the first part, we established that big picture choice.
Right.
The organized card catalog of SQL versus the flexible filing cabinet of NoSQL.
Exactly, Tim. But let's get specific. A listener might say, okay, I've decided I need a card catalog. What exactly is Amazon RDS?
That is the perfect question. Think of Amazon RDS less as a database and more as a managed database service.
Okay.
It's like a car dealership that specializes in, reliable sedans.
Right.
The dealership, RDS, handles all the maintenance, the oil changes, the tune-ups.
So the patching, the backups, the provisioning, all that tedious work.
Yeah, but you still get to choose the car you want to drive, right?
Precisely.
And the cars on the RDS lot are the database engines.
Okay.
You've got the incredibly popular open source models like MySQL, Postgres, and MariaDB. You also have commercial options like Oracle and Microsoft SQL Server for those big enterprise needs.
And for the Cloud Practitioner exam, the key isn't to be a mechanic for each one.
Right.
It's knowing that RDS is the dealership that gives you these trusted, managed options. But Tim, I hear the dealership has its own custom-built high-performance model. Let's talk about Amazon Aurora.
You're talking about the Michelin star special on the menu.
Yes, Aurora is AWS's own creation. Here's what makes it brilliant.
Yeah.
It's fully compatible with MySQL and Postgres, so your applications don't even need to change.
Wow.
But underneath, AWS has completely re-engineered the engine for the cloud.
Okay.
The result is just significantly higher performance, availability, and durability.
So it's the best of both worlds.
Exactly.
The familiar interface of the cars you know how to drive, but with a revolutionary electric engine you won't find anywhere else. That's a powerful combination.
It really is. Now let's flip to the other side of the coin, the NoSQL world. We know DynamoDB is the flagship, the serverless option from AWS.
Right.
But what if a team has spent years, building their application on another very popular NoSQL database, say MongoDB?
This is where AWS really shows its customer obsession. Instead of forcing them to rebuild, AWS offers Amazon DocumentDB.
Okay.
The key phrase here is MongoDB compatible. It allows organizations to just lift their existing MongoDB workloads and run them on a managed service in AWS.
Wow.
It's all about making that migration as painless as possible.
It's a fantastic strategy. Okay, let's talk about a universal need. Speed.
Yeah.
Blazing fast speed. Sometimes retrieving data from a disk, even a super fast solid-state disk, just isn't quick enough for things like leaderboards or live shopping cart counts.
And that's the perfect use case for an in-memory cache. The whole idea is to take a small, hot subset of your data and keep it in RAM,
Right.
which is orders of magnitude faster than disk.
Totally.
For this, AWS provides a service called Elasticache.
I love the coffee shop analogy for this one. Your main database is the big stockroom in the back. It holds everything, but takes a moment to access.
Okay, yeah.
Elasticache is like that tray of common ingredients, espresso beans, popular syrups, that the barista keeps right next to the machine for instant access.
And that tray can be organized in two ways. Elasticache supports two open source engines, Redis and Memcache. For the exam, the distinction is actually pretty simple. Memcached is for basic, simple key-value caching.
Okay.
Redis is more like a Swiss Army knife. It supports more complex data structures and has, richer features.
Approving. Perfect summary. All right, let's tackle our final database, and this one is a truly different way of thinking.
Oh.
Amazon Neptune.
This is the graph database, and I think the easiest way to grasp it is to state its purpose right up front.
Right.
In a graph database, the relationships between your data are often more important than the data points themselves.
Exactly. Like, think of a social media network. You have users, which are the data points or nodes,
Okay.
but the real value is in the edges, the connections. Who is friends with who follows who liked what post.
Trying to map those kinds of connections in a traditional spreadsheet-style database is incredibly slow and complex.
Yeah.
It's just not what it's designed for.
But for Neptune, that's its entire reason for being. It's designed to navigate those connections at high speed.
Right.
It's the ultimate tool for recommendation engines, like customers who bought this also bought that. Or for fraud detection, tracing those complex networks of transactions to find anomalies.
Wow.
It's a specialized tool for a powerful job.
So to bring it all home, when you think about databases on AWS, it's not about one single product.
Not at all.
It's about a whole toolkit. You have RDS offering a menu of familiar relational engines with Aurora as the high-performance special.
Right.
You have DynamoDB for native NoSQL and DocumentDB for MongoDB compatibility. You have Elasticache for in-memory speed. And you have Neptune when the connections are what truly matter.
That was a fantastic tour of the AWS Database Toolkit, Andy.
Well,
You've really helped clarify the why behind each service.